Hi, I'm Max. I'm the creator behind Eat the Rich Art. I use he, him and they, them pronouns, and welcome back to part 2 of my look with the draw video. Sorry if my voice is a bit hoarse, I'm not feeling great today, but thought I'd pop on and start off the next video. As you've probably seen if you've watched the last part, the way this video works is I'm going to pull 3 patterns that I really want to try out that have got a kind of vaguely Halloweeny alternative theme to them out of a pot. I'll show you them once I've made them, then I'll pull another 3, show you them. I'll end up probably doing about 15 patterns in total, and then I will review those patterns for you, let you know how they've gone, try and let you know how long they took me to make. I think I might have forgot to do that in the last video. And yeah, I'll review them, link them down below for you, and that's how the video is going to work. So let's grab my handy dandy pot and let's pull the next 3 patterns out. So that is 1, 2 and 3. There's the lid. Right, so we have pulled the mini cat. This is a keychain sized pattern. Don't think I've seen anyone else make one just yet, but it's similar to the gummy bear pattern, but it's a cat, so that will be fun to try. I've been wanting to try that one for a little while. Oh, we've got small patterns today. We have a gecko that's a free Instagram pattern. I think the mini cat is either Instagram or Ribbler, probably Instagram. And then finally we have my gremlin, which I'm excited about because I've already made him once. This is my gremlin here. But I really want to make an nature-y one because I'd like to make a forest guardian style gremlin. So I know I said this last time with the impling and I ended up making him black and red, but I'm going to make this green and grey. I'm excited to do that. So I'll probably start with the mini patterns and then do mini gremlin because I've only just finished the impling and that was huge. So for my wrist's sake, let's go for a smaller pattern today. I'll be back to show you the results. Right, I'm back for the first time in this video, and yes, it has gotten cold enough over here that it's Oodie weather. This is a Keith Haring one. I love it. I love him so much. He's so cool. But yes, the 3 patterns I pulled were the mini cat, the gecko, and the gremlin. So first we have mini cat. Adorable. I'm definitely making more of these in different colours. I think I'll probably stick them on a keychain. Might go down a hook size to make them keychain sized, but we'll see. But yes, I love him so much. Again, patterns are going to be either on screen or down below because I've not looked up who the makers are for these, but all 3 of these are free Instagram patterns rather than Ribbler this time. So yes, 1 mini cat with his little mini tail. Then we have the gecko, which I kind of wish I'd done in my lighter green, but he's got little red back stripes. I do think he's cute, but I'm not sure how well he's going to sell. So I don't think I'll be making another one of him. We'll see. Sometimes things just click with people, so yeah. And then finally we have my little gremlin. You can probably already see that I've not done the massive ears that you're meant to do on the Instagram pattern. I have made this pattern before and I did do the big ears for that. I just got lazy this time, so that's why he's only got little ears. But I just think he's so cute. And I gave him little mossy patches all over his arms and on his foot there, and then on his side as well. He's got a massive mossy patch and he's got the little mossy horns on. And I gave him green eyes, the same green eyes as the little gremlin, no, Gollum has. So yeah, that's the gremlin. I love this pattern, both with the big ears and with my little free-handed small ones. I just think it's adorable, so I will probably end up making a red and black one of these if I do have enough red and black left to match the impling. But we'll see what time and yarn I have towards the end of this challenge, because I'm pretty sure I've only bought enough yarn to finish these and then obviously fix them all up after I've tested them if they need any fixing. So yeah, let's pull the next 3 out of my little tub. I'll go and make them and then I'll see you again. So we have, I think that's 3. Is that 3? It is. We have a reversible octopus, a baby goat, and a skull charm. So they're all keychain sized ones this time, which would be nice. So I might see you again tonight. I might not, we'll see. And yeah, let's see how these go. We have one mini goat, one mini goat. I'm not sure how happy I am with this pattern. I think it looks a lot like a bear, so if I was going to make it again, I'd make his ears a bit pointier and move them down his head, I think, make the horns a little bit shorter. And I actually had to adapt the legs to make the bottom ones bigger because I just thought it'd look better. But I think if I do this again, I'll make them bobble stitches instead of sewing them on, because that'll make it a bit easier. Probably the same for the horns as well, just make them little bobbles. But yeah, other than that, he's cute. He's not quite what I wanted him to be, but that is fine. Second, we have the little skull charm, which is really cute. It's not showing up very well on camera, but it's adorable. I do have a pattern, I will link the pattern, but I ended up just freehanding it because I wanted it to be a bit smaller, and that worked out quite well for me. So that was nice, good to do. I gave him a little happy face. And then finally we have the reversible octopus, which I'm so happy with. I've ended up also kind of adapting this one a little bit because you're meant to sew the last, like, make the 2 halves and then sew it together. I didn't want to do that because that meant sewing with chenille. I don't like sewing with chenille, so I just went round and single crocheted around, which I probably should have put a bit more shape into the little fins when I did that, but I'm happy still with how it turned out. We've got the black side, which has a little dead face, and then we flip him over. We've got the pink side, which has a little happy face, and he's so cute. I already love playing with it. So these I'm making more of. These I'm probably making more of. This guy I think is just going to be a one-off for now. We'll see if I have time towards the end of the month to try and do him a bit better, but yeah. Right, shall we pick the next 3 patterns? I am kind of hoping I end up with 3 small patterns again, but cross fingers. We have straight away one quite big pattern of the pumpkin bear. Having used orange so far, I am considering buying another ball of orange because I've got a ball and a half left, and this guy's quite big. So we will see. Have a mini rat and a ghost, which I think the pattern I've got for the ghost is also quite big. So I might have to adapt him to make him a bit smaller. We'll see. At least with the ghost, I'm pretty sure that it's just a ball and then you crochet the sheet to go over and sew it on. Which, thinking about it, I don't think that's going to be UKCA safe. I mean, that's how this guy works behind us, but I'm not sure. I might look for a more 3D ghost pattern that's not just a ball with the sheet. You'll see in the next clip anyway what I end up doing, but yep, so that's the next 3, is the pumpkin bear, the ghost and the mini rat. Let's get going. Rightio, hello. We are back at the desk because we have some finished items. So we have, first of all, baby rat, most adorable. I definitely want to make more of this guy. I think I'll make a grey one, a white one, maybe a black one as well. But yeah, I might make some fancy rats, we'll see. I'm sticking with plain colours for now because it's a bit easier. Then we have a ghost. Sorry, that one was a free ribbler pattern. I had to change patterns a couple of times because the one that I'd originally planned to use wasn't, it's turned out a really weird shape, so I'll link the pattern for that. This was also technically a free ribbler pattern, but I did adapt it, so this was meant to be a ghost jellyfish. I've not done the tentacles, and I also added, but it was meant to be one round, and then the skirt I've added an extra couple of rounds in to make him a bit longer because he wasn't going to be a jellyfish. So I would also link this guy down below. He's adorable. He's got a flat base as well, so he sits quite satisfyingly, and I've given him some little blushy bits. And then finally, the one I'm so happy with and so proud of, we have a pumpkin bear. I realised that I think it's the same maker also has a devil bear, so I think I'll be making that at some point soon. He's not in the tub, but I might just make him for the fun of it. But yeah, so he's got a little stem and a little leaf. I've stuck it on the front so he's got emo hair. And then I've given him a little tail. Well, there was a tail in the pattern, I've just changed it slightly because it was meant to just be a tiny nubby, and I wanted him to have a slightly bigger tail. But other than that, I followed the pattern exactly. He was surprisingly worked up quite quick actually. I've taken about 2 hours this morning to make him, and then I'd made the arms last night, but they also didn't take me long. Yeah, so that is a free Instagram pattern. And let's pick our next ones out. I'm off to see some friends tonight for a stitch and bitch, so this is what I'm going to be making during that. Right, mix them up enough. We've got 1, 2, and 3. We have number 1 is a chubby bat. Can I get it to focus? No, I can't get it to focus. A chubby bat. Number 2 is a dino chick, which is a chick in a costume. Pretty sure all of these are Instagram patterns. Then number 3 is a voodoo bunny, or like a patchworky bunny, so that'd be nice. And I'll see you when I've made them. Hello. Please ignore how bedraggled I look today. We are having a very disabled day today, but I have 3 things to show you, and then I'm going to pull another 3 patterns out of the tub. So to start with, we have a little chubby bat. This was a free Instagram pattern. I couldn't get his mouth to look right, so I've just given him a little nose. I'll probably extend that up between the eyes to give him like a proper bat nose. But yeah, I think I've also sewn his wings on wrong, but they look nice. I probably won't make this one again. It was just a bit fiddly, and I had to adapt it to be slightly bigger, so probably not want to make again. But this guy is cute. Then we have number 2, which was the dino duck. I've not done great with embroidering the faces this week. They all look a little bit wonky. But yeah, I had to adapt this pattern because originally there was no tail, and then the bobbles on it, there was only 2 bobbles like in the middle of the back, and they were done as bobble stitches, so I frogged it back up because I thought that looked a bit weird, and just added the same sewn on bit that I do for most of my dinosaurs. But yeah, so that is the dino duck. Again, I'm not sure I'll be making this guy again, but he is cute. And then finally, one I am going to make again because my fiance's asked for one, but also I just really love it, is this little voodoo rabbit, or patchwork bunny, or whatever you want to call it. This was also a free Instagram pattern. The chick was a free ribbler pattern. But yeah, so got embroidered ears. I tried to make buttons for the eyes. I don't think they look like buttons, but they look fine. They look creepy, and that's what I wanted. I've given it a little tummy scar, and I've given it little stitches on the feet, and a little bobbly tail, because it said to do a pom-pom for the tail, but that would not have passed UKCA testing, so I've made a little ball and sewn it on. Yeah, I love this guy. Looking forward to making one for my partner. He's having a blue and black one. So the last thing to do is to pull some patterns out of the tub. So we have number 1 is a Baphomet. I'll have to hope I can find a better Baphomet pattern than the one that I've used before, because that took so long and turned out really goofy. So number 2 is a mini moo, so a mini cow, which I've been looking forward to making for ages. I'm not sure if I'll make it Highland cow or a classic cow yet. We'll work it out. And then number 3 is a mallard, which I have made before but never made in chenille. So I'm looking forward to making that. So this is a free Rippler pattern, the mini moo is a free Instagram pattern, and I'll work out what Baphomet pattern I've got, because I know I've got a YouTube one, but I think I might have a better one saved to my Rippler or my Instagram. So that'll be the Baphomet. I will see you in the next clip. These will be the last 3 for this video, because that will bring us up to 15. So then we'll be on to part 3. Someone has also requested a 24-hour challenge, so what I might do is, once I've done the first round of UKCA testing on these Halloween patterns, and worked out what's passed and what's not, I might do a 24-hour, how many can I make of the things that I know I want to make a few more of. So that is the plan. I will see you in the next clip, and I'll let you know what I've decided as far as the 24-hour challenge goes. Bye. Hi, so I'm back and I finished the final 3 items. So I'll show you them quickly, and then I'll go through all 15 patterns that we've tried and whether I liked them or not. So to start with, we've got a Baphomet. He's adorable. I think I messed the horns up a little bit because they look different, but he's cute. There's his little tail. I love him. This is a free Ribbler pattern. I think it's called Baby Bad Goat or something. It's not actually called a Baphomet, which is interesting, but yeah. So yeah, that was a fun pattern to make. I did enjoy it, but I'll get into that in a sec. Then I've got the Mini Moo. This is a free Instagram pattern. Easy, fun, love it. I did end up making a classic cow in the end, so because I didn't think my brown was quite right for a Highland cow. I'd like an orangier one. Yeah, so that's cute. And then finally we have Henry the Mallard, and I do know this pattern maker. This is Edgar the Octopus on Ribbler. It's a free one as well. But yeah, look at me actually remembering something. This isn't the first time I've made this pattern. The last time I made it was in acrylic. So he's about this big, I think, in comparison. But yeah, always a good make, a mallard. So let's get on to rating the patterns. So I'm going to try and do them in the order I pulled them. Can't promise I'll have remembered properly, but yeah. So I think to start with was the cat, the gecko and the gremlin. So first of all, mini cat, enjoyed it. We'll definitely make again in multiple different colours, and yeah, love him. He's going on a keychain, so that's a yes. The gecko I enjoyed making, but I don't think I'll make again unless it sells. So solid like 8 out of 10 pattern, but yeah, don't think I'll be making him again. This guy I will forever make multiple of because I love him so much. I can't believe that these are the same pattern. this is acrylic chunky, and obviously I followed the pattern properly with adding the ears on and doing button eyes, and I didn't realise at the time that I made this that there was a nose with the pattern, so he's got an embroidered nose instead. And then this guy's made with the same pattern, just I've changed the ears and done the nose that's on the pattern. So yeah, two creatures, same pattern. I really do love this pattern, and I really do recommend the maker, so yes, I will be making more of these. Then we had right, I think the next ones up were the goat, the skull charm, and the reversible octopus. I want to make way more of these. Like, I love them so much. They're such an easy, simple thing, and they'll go really well with my range of fidget toys on the table. So definite yes on the reversible octopuses. Also, it took me like half an hour to make, so I'm never complaining. This skull, I did end up having to make a second one because my partner nicked the first one that I made because he liked it so much. Yeah, it took me like 10-15 minutes. I love them. I'm definitely making more of those as well for the keychain rack. Not making again. I like him. He's cute, but I'm not happy with how he's turned out. Also, he's bigger than I thought he'd be, so I'd have to do a lot of adaptations to make it again. If I seem like I'm rushing, it's because I'm meant to be going out to a concert in 20 minutes. I think the next ones up would have been that one. So yeah, pretty sure our next three were the rat, which again, yes, I want to make more of, in different colours, probably do a couple with safety eyes and the rest with embroidered. Then the ghost, again, also making more of. I love him, he's adorable. I might make a couple of pride coloured ones if I end up with scraps of colours. But yeah, love him. The only thing I'd change is that the back looks a bit weird with how I ended up doing it, so I need to try and like add an extra stitch in there. But other than that, 10 out of 10, I love him. Pumpkin bear I love so much. I might make a few different ones in different fruits. I have added the devil bear version to the tub, so he might come up at some point. But yeah, because I feel like he looks like an orange, so I might make like a lemon and a strawberry and do cute things like that when it comes back around to the summer. But for Halloween, the pumpkin bear is adorable. And yes, I want to make that again. That's such a well-written pattern. This guy, I'm making again, and I've got so many bat patterns, so we'll make more bats, but not this guy, sadly. He's cute, but I didn't get on very well with it. This one, I want to make so many more of. I just love the way it looks, and I want to do different colour combinations as well. So yes, I love this guy very much. This one I was going to do more colours of. I was going to do different coloured dinosaurs to try and fill the gap on my table that was no longer going to be taken up by dinosaurs. But I just don't like the way he's turned out. I think he looks really wonky and weird. I do have some dinosaurs in costumes in the tub, so maybe dinosaurs in costumes will be a better way to refill the dinosaur void. And then finally, these three. We have the Baphomet, which yes, I'm making again. I love him. If I end up with enough red left after I've made the devil bear, I'm going to make a red one and have a couple of different ones, maybe a purple as well. But yes, love. Henry the Mallard, I will always come back to because I just think he's adorable. I might make a chicken version as well. But yeah, he's huge. I love him. I'm going to also make a couple of small keychain side mallards as well if I get the time. But yes, and that one. And then finally, my mini moo. I really want to work out how to adapt it to be a Highland cow. And yes, I will be making more. And that is all 15 patterns for part 2. So thank you for joining me on this whistle stop tour of those patterns. Hope to see you in the next part, which I'm going to start filming right now. And I hope you have a great day. Like, subscribe, do all the things I meant to ask you to do. Did you like the patterns? Did you like what I made of them? Would you make any of these patterns? Have you tried these patterns before and had problems with them? Please let me know. Especially on the ones that have turned out a bit goofier, it'd be nice to know that other people have had issues with them. So yes, please comment if you feel like it. Please like if you feel like it. Please subscribe and ring the bell if you'd like to see more of these videos. There is another 2 parts coming in this series, potentially 3 depending on how much time I have and whether I want to add more patterns to the tub. And yeah, have a great day and thank you for watching.